For thousands of years, humanity has imagined mysterious beings that seem to exist just beyond the edge of reality. Some were born from forgotten civilizations, others from isolated villages, and a few appeared only in modern times. Yet every legend reflects the same ancient emotion, fear of what cannot be explained. Today, we will journey across continents and centuries to discover 5 extraordinary mythical creatures whose stories survived the passage of time. Our journey begins in the deserts of ancient Egypt, where one of the oldest legendary guardians emerged. The creature was known as the Great Serpent Apep, long before many famous monsters entered folklore. Egyptian priests described Apep as a colossal serpent representing eternal darkness and disorder. Unlike other sacred animals worshipped by the Egyptians, Apep was considered the greatest enemy of creation. Every night, according to tradition, the sun god Ra traveled across the underworld aboard his solar boat. During this dangerous voyage, Apep attacked the vessel, hoping to devour the sun and plunge the world into endless night. Priests performed rituals every day, believing their prayers helped Ra defeat the serpent before sunrise. Modern historians believe this myth reflected humanity's struggle against the uncertainty of night desert storms and the constant threat of chaos. In this legend, the giant serpent became more than a monster. It represented the fragile balance between order and destruction, making Apep one of the oldest symbols of fear ever created. Far to the north, beyond the icy mountains of Scandinavia, another terrifying guardian entered human imagination. Imagine walking through a frozen canyon where towering cliffs block the sunlight and every sound echoes across the snow. Suddenly, enormous footsteps shake the ground. Before you stands Hrungnir, a legendary stone giant whose body appears carved from solid granite. The earliest Norse poems describe giants as ancient beings older than many of the gods themselves. They represented the untamed wilderness, glaciers, storms, and impossible mountains. Hrungnir became famous after challenging the thunder god Thor to a duel. Armed with a massive whetstone and an enormous stone shield, the giant fought with incredible strength. According to the old stories, Thor finally defeated him with his magical hammer. But fragments of the broken whetstone became embedded in the earth, explaining strange, sharp rocks scattered across the landscape. Historians suggest these legends helped early Scandinavians understand the overwhelming power of the natural world. In their minds, every mountain avalanche or thunderstorm could be the work of sleeping giants waiting to awaken once again. Across the mist-covered forests of Japan, another mysterious figure quietly entered local folklore. As evening falls, dense fog drifts between towering cedar trees, while distant footsteps seem to follow every traveler. Hidden among the shadows waits the Jorogumo, a supernatural being whose name means binding bride. The earliest written references appeared during the Edo period. According to legend, the creature spent centuries transforming from an ordinary spider into a powerful spirit capable of taking the appearance of a beautiful young woman. She attracted lonely travelers with kindness, music, and conversation before revealing her true nature. Stories describe enormous webs stretching silently between ancient trees, making escape almost impossible. Unlike many monsters, the Jorogumo relied on deception rather than brute force. Some researchers believe these tales warned people about the dangers of trusting strangers while traveling through isolated mountain roads. Others connect the legend to unusually large spiders found in Japanese forests. Whatever its true origin, the Jorogumo became one of the most unforgettable creatures in Japanese mythology, because the greatest danger often appeared in the most beautiful form. Centuries later, another legend emerged along the dense forests surrounding the Black Forest in southern Germany. Hunters spoke of an enormous shadow moving silently between the ancient pine trees. They called it the Black Stag. Witnesses claimed the creature stood far taller than any ordinary deer with antlers resembling twisted branches reaching toward the sky. Unlike normal animals, the black stag supposedly appeared only before major disasters or dramatic changes in a person's life. Villagers believed seeing the creature meant destiny itself had noticed you. Some described glowing white eyes, while others insisted the animal produced no sound at all, leaving only strange hoofprints that vanished before sunrise. Folklore experts believe these stories may have developed from encounters with unusually large red deer seen through heavy fog during the early morning hours. Yet over generations, the mysterious animal became more than wildlife. It transformed into a supernatural messenger whose silent appearance filled entire communities with uncertainty and fear. In the digital age, entirely, new legends began spreading faster than ever before. Through online forums, social media videos, and fictional archives, people created creatures capable of reaching millions almost overnight. One of the most recognizable modern legends became the long horse created by Canadian artist Trevor Henderson. The creature appeared as an impossibly tall skeletal horse with an endlessly stretching neck, bending around buildings, forests, and empty roads. Unlike traditional monsters, Long Horse was rarely portrayed as evil. Instead, many stories suggested it appeared shortly before danger, attempting to warn people of approaching disasters. The uncertainty surrounding its intentions made the legend even more fascinating. Internet users expanded the mythology with fictional eyewitness reports, animations, games, and edited photographs blurring the line between imagination and reality. Although everyone knows the creature originated as digital art, its popularity demonstrates something remarkable. Even in an age of satellites, smartphones, and scientific discovery, humanity still creates new myths. Perhaps our fascination with mysterious creatures never disappeared. It simply evolved alongside technology, proving that the fear of the unknown remains as powerful today as it was thousands of years ago.